Hello and welcome to Behind the Lines. I'm Diane Dayton. Today we're going to look behind what Mom's House is really all about. It's making a huge difference in our community. And with us right now we have the Executive Director. We have Sara Johns. Thank you for being here. Mm-hmm. We also have Lisandra Rodriguez, and you are the Administrative Director. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I'm so glad you're here because you do a wonderful job and you're making a huge difference in our community. 29 years. How did this start?
Oh man, we were founded 29 years ago based off of a small church group noticed that there was a lot of young mothers that should have been in school, but they were out in the community. So this church group connected with an organization called Mom's House in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, found out what they were doing, and then brought it here to Lancaster. And from there, they were able to develop and patent a program where we serve 2 generations by providing support to single parents who are enrolled in school full-time. And then while they're in school getting their education, we're able to give their kiddos a quality education at the same time.
Well, it makes a big difference in a lot of lives, too. Now, how you got involved with this? You've been there 3 years now, yes, right, Lisandra? Okay, and what were you doing prior to that?
I was a toddler teacher.
Okay.
And
then you were a stay-at-home mom for a while, right?
Yes,
and then you came here. But you bring a wealth of background with you.
Yes, I do.
Being a part of Mom's House means a lot too, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. What is it about Mom's House? It's really making a difference, and you see it every day, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I heard about Mom's House, and I couldn't believe the amazing things that they do, and decided to join Mom's House. And once I joined, I have this huge passion for what we do at Mom's House. And it takes me back to when I'm a child to a single parent, and my mother had to raise me all alone and struggled. So it was very difficult. So I am very passionate to helping the moms as well and the children.
Yeah. You get it.
Yes,
you understand. And I know you do too. And you have quite a story, Sara.
Oh, well, thank you.
Please share this.
Absolutely. No, it's my honor to be able to share this story. So I'm the Executive Director. And then before that, I was actually a board member serving on the board. And then, holy cow, over 19 years ago now, I was actually a client enrolled at Mom's House. I was 16 when I had my daughter and thought that I had to be a provider and a parent, and the only way to do that was to work full-time. So I was ready to drop out of high school and join the workforce. But it literally took one tour of Mom's House for them to convince me that investing the time then would pay off in the future.
And it absolutely has.
I think it has.
It absolutely has. And it is a real process to go through, but there's such a wonderful structure to what you do. Explain a little bit how it works.
Absolutely. We try to make sure every component of our programming is completely intentional. We have a very holistic program where we work aside mom, child, and everyone in that family. So whether they're living at home with grandma or if they have siblings, we're reaching out to them. And how we do that is we connect with mom on a deep level. We make sure that she is getting all of the necessities that she needs that we can provide. We have a great connection of resources that help us do that throughout the county that make that possible. And then on top of that, we're working with their child, making sure that not only are they developing from an academic level for their milestones, but then just making sure that they understand what it's like to be loved and nurtured just as much as that parent. And then through that process and all of those wonderful referrals, we're able to then connect to the other layers of the family as well. So with that, we're able to help mom and child, and that has a ripple effect that goes through the family.
Absolutely. When you talk about some of the necessities that you can provide, what are we talking about? What are some of the necessities?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. It's, wow.
Well,
Can't even.
the first and foremost, which she is, I would like to say she's an expert in.
I'm sure she is.
Is our free state accredited childcare.
Ah, okay.
We are a Keystone Stars 4-level accredited center, which is a pretty big deal. That's actually the top accreditation you can get in the state.
Wow, okay.
And we offer that childcare and that support at no cost to the parent. So not only do we have that type of accreditation, but we're not charging the parent. So it is 2 huge milestones that usually never touch, but we're making it work. So they receive the child care in our program. They also receive a food bank, clothing bank, tutoring, mentorship, encouragement, referral services. They receive workshops to develop their resume and interview skills, their parenting skills, professional skills, and even just how to be a good community member.
It's all around, isn't it? It's like another family. Is that right, Lisandra?
Oh, yes.
It really is. And you can play a vital part with it too. Because I know you get very close to the people that are a part of this, and that was your experience as well, right?
Absolutely. I was very fortunate enough to have a support system at home, but they were helping me with the immediate needs at the time, because that's the way that life is. Mom's House was able to come in and show me that there is a future, you just got to strive for it. So I really like to tell people that we become the co-parent because we are walking with them in that journey every step of the way, and we want to be there to encourage and just promote them because they're amazing.
Yeah. You also get very much involved with parents and with teachers as well too.
Yes.
There's a great relationship there too, isn't it?
Yes, there is. I feel that I've learned throughout my childhood, see what my mother went through and all her struggles and what she was not able to receive. And so I use that, my experiences, to help the mothers now. So
Yeah.
I share them with the moms.
So what do you see that was missing that is supplied here, that area?
I see that the support is a big deal.
The being there,
Yes,
right?
the being there.
The being there.
I would love to say, just from my experience of working with Lisandra, one of the incredible components that she brings to us is she brings the support and the accountability to the table for our moms. She's in there making sure that they're checking in and they're getting what needs to get done. Which, you know, for a lot of our moms, that's not the norm. But we're able to introduce that, and I know that they carry that with them when they leave, and I am so grateful that we can have someone like Lisandra keep them all in check.
Well, yeah. And that whole accountability is a part of what you do then every day, isn't it?
Yes.
It does make a huge difference, and I'm sure that made a difference in your life too when you're looking at, you got to be accountable.
That's right, yes.
Because that way things are going to come together and it's going to work the way it's supposed to work. There are a lot of resources that you also provide too. What are some of those?
Well, like I mentioned, we do have the clothing bank, we have the food bank, we have the tutoring, mentorship, and referral services.
Yeah, what are the referral services?
Oh, the referral services. We work with over 130 for-profit and nonprofit organizations in Lancaster County and even beyond if we have to. And that's just basically connecting the parent to the need that they're in. We connect parents who might struggle with finding glasses for their kiddo. We'll find an organization that can support them with that. We have organizations that help us make sure that parents are keeping track and keeping their cars maintained. Things like that that you can't assume someone would necessarily know about, but we have a great resource network of people that want to provide this information to our parents. Some real fun ones, we work with the state police. They come out and do car seat checks for our parents, which is amazing. We have local businesses, HR reps that will come out and mock interview our parents to actually put them in the hot seat, but without any pressure.
Right.
It goes on and on and on, and we are so blessed to have those kind of resources in the community.
Wow. So it's really helping the community, but the community is also reaching out and helping here at Mom's House as well, too.
Absolutely.
Is there a website?
Yes.
What is that?
Absolutely. So our website is momshouselancaster.org. No spaces, dashes, hyphens, just momshouselancaster.org.
What are we going to find there?
Oh, you're going to find lots of good stuff. For one, you're going to see some really cute kiddos that we have at our center. You'll learn a lot about the families that we've served, the incredible staff that we have, as well as some really great board members that we have to really fuel our mission. And then, in addition to that, you will see our needs list, because raising kiddos, you need a lot of stuff. So you'll be able to access that there, and you'll also be able to see where you can donate and see your funds put to use.
Wow, it sounds very comprehensive, and I know that it is from having checked it out before. I appreciate you coming here and sharing this and everything that you're doing, Lisandra and Sara. And we can't wait to talk to Jamaica, because she has more she wants to tell us. So stay tuned, that's coming up next.
Catch local sports every night at 8:30 on LCTV 66, your local connection.
Welcome back to Behind the Lines. We're talking about Mom's House. Joining Sara, who's the executive director, with myself, we now have the infant teacher and parent advocate. We have Jamaica Alamo. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad you're here.
I'm happy to be here as well.
Well, we're learning so much about Mom's House, and we're hoping that everybody else is too. But you have a story as far as how you got there, right?
Yeah.
Let's hear this.
It just so happened that I was just walking past, and they were on break for Christmas, and something just said, go see if they're hiring. And I was like, all right. So I followed that voice that told me to. And it just so happened that Melissa Harold, the program childcare director, was in the office and like emailed me back immediately and was like,
just so happened.
Yeah, just so happened. It was like fate. Like I felt like I was supposed to be at Mom's House. And I went through the rigorous interview process, which I'm very grateful for. It really shows you the time that they take to get to know you and how much that they value what they do for the community, and how it's just they're not hiring someone just walked off the street. Like they take it very serious. And just going through the process, I learned so much more about myself and how much I had to offer to the community and how much I had offered to Mom's House. So even though it took me like 4 interviews, at the end I was like, am I getting the job? And to get that phone call and just to listen to everyone just say so like good things about me was just amazing, because you know, we do what we do because we care. I do what I do because I'm passionate about it. Like I feel like it's very important. Being a young single mom myself of 2 boys, I took their education very serious because I didn't take mine very serious. And just because I'm a single mom and I was a young mom and I couldn't afford quality care because it's so expensive, I still made sure that I did my best even at home for them. So being at Mom's House just shows me that there's just so much great in the world, and it's like a hidden gem that I wish we had millions of Mom's House, but
wow,
we're here.
So what is your background that made you that fit for Mom's House?
I have about 7 years in early childhood education. I also have my CDA in infant and toddler, so that's just my specific field that I just focus on, which at work they call me the baby whisperer.
Okay.
She's good.
Yeah, okay,
I'm good at that.
We need those.
Yeah, and I've been a mom for 10 years. Shocking to say, but I feel like I bring a piece to Mom's House, but I feel like Mom's House was that missing piece of my puzzle that I was missing in a sense. I feel like, you know, what can Mom's House do for you? I'm like, what can I do for Mom's House?
Yeah.
Like, what can I do for them? So every day I just strive to be great, like better than next day, because they just do so much. And even for me not being in the program, I still receive so much support from them, from everyone. Like, I get a mom, I get a guidance counselor, I get, if I'm sick, someone's being a doctor. I just get everything, like everything that the moms give us, get from Mom's House. Us women that work there too get the same thing. So I think it just goes full circle, and I really appreciate that about Mom's House.
Yeah, it sounds like everybody supports everybody too.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And it sounds like everything that you've done, everything you are, it's like focused right into this. Perfect.
Yeah, I feel like it was waiting for me. I feel like it was the perfect timing for me to even make the career change, because I wasn't really looking to make the career change, and something just told me, like, let's do it. Like, and it's just something that I've always had the vision. Like, I knew about Mom's House at one point because I had called to apply, but I was only in school part-time. And it's just their vision of how much stuff they have to offer, the stress-free environment that they provide, like having to worry about taking diapers and formula, like that puts a stress on someone that they don't want to have to do that. So for those moms to have that access is amazing.
And then that allows you to concentrate on the things that you really need to do, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. So what does your job really entail? What is
it? I had, like, my job is fun.
Yeah.
My job is fun. I get to, like, nurture these babies, and I feel like it's very important that you are that to them, because their moms are busy, you know, going to work. So I still, in my classroom, I love to create the home-like environment. I'm hugging on them, I'm loving on them, we're singing, we're cuddling. And then in my second hat as being the parent advocate for Mom's House of Lancaster, I'm trying to bridge that gap between our Mom's House moms and the community to let them know what is valuable resources that they can use and actually utilize them, because I feel like knowing about them and using them are two different things. And I feel like as a single mom myself, I have an amazing story to tell, that they can see that she went through her struggles and she faced adversity, but here she is, like she's a proven fact that the hard work pays off. And I feel like I'm honored that Sara even allowed me to take on that part, because I know that that's her baby. So to hand your baby over and say, like, here, but I went to Sara with this fire. Like, I just see it, and I see how Sara appreciated the parent program piece and how important it was to bring it full circle, because I feel like if you're parenting the parent, they're going to parent their child properly and just be meaningful. And that's what I want to bring to them, of how to be an intentional parent, to be mindful, be in the moment with your children. And I feel like if they see, like, oh, she can do that, like she's doing that, then it's easy. I feel like if they see someone that's they're dealing with their daily life, that they'll be like, oh, it's easy. Like, she makes it look easy. It isn't easy, but I make it look easy.
Yeah. And you come with this grateful heart, I think. And you have a lot of joy.
I do.
So I can imagine both parents.
I'm the fun one.
and children are probably excited to see you.
Yes.
Yeah. She is a joy, isn't she?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Are you kidding me? This is amazing. This is what not only do I get to experience every single day, but our families get to take part and just be around this kind of positivity, which I mean, does a world of good. It literally changes lives, and holy cow, it's so amazing that I get to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful that I get to work with wonderful women like her.
So what ages of kids do you take, or was there a beginning and an ending?
Absolutely. So we provide care for, like I said, those single parents who are enrolled in school full-time when they have kiddos that are 6 weeks old.
6 weeks, okay.
And then that goes up to preschool age, so about 6 years old. It depends on what school district mom lives in. But really, it's that preschool age that we're really getting them ready. So when they're ready to go off to kindergarten, they're going to be just as successful as mom.
Wow, that's exciting. And I'm sure every day you have stories too
Oh
to
my
tell.
goodness, yes. Yes, we have some funny characters around there.
Yeah.
So it's a joy. It is a joy to, like, hear their little stories and be in their world. Like, it's fun to hear them just reenact things that they were, like, taught throughout the day, hearing them sing songs and just interacting with the older kids, because I'm with the babies. So seeing the bigger kids are fun, and they're just goofy. They're just fun, and they have no care in the world, and you can see them flourish because they're in a safe, comfortable environment where they can strive to meet all their developmental milestones, and there's someone being attentive and learning to read with them and write with them. And our preschool program is amazing. And as long as our older toddlers are, well, they're mixed a little bit, but our older toddlers and our young toddlers, they're just little people, like little amazing people that we're so lucky to like serve.
You see their personalities just blossom
I bet.
and flourish,
I
and
bet.
it just makes your heart so happy.
Yeah.
So who can come to this? I mean, are there certain criteria?
Well, there is no age requirement. There is no income requirement. We do require that a single parent, what that means is someone that wants to be financially independent. They want to be able to successfully thrive with their family. We need them to be enrolled in school full time. And that could be any educational journey. We service parents that are pursuing a GED, and we have parents that even pursue a master's degree. It's what's going to get them to that financial independence piece that we want to walk along with them and help them with.
Wow. Just looking at some of the core values you're talking about, strengthening the family, promoting responsible citizenship, improving health and well-being, and developing community relationships. Yeah.
It takes a village to raise a family, so we're going to do it with them.
So how can we as the community also help? I know if we go to the website, which is what again?
momshouselancaster.org.
Okay. What can we really do? What's tangible? What's something we can...
Well, our program is so fantastic because it really has so many different facets that people can touch. So basically think of a single parent and what it takes to raise a family. You can insert yourself in any one of those scenarios. I like to tell people that donating funds are always incredibly helpful. We also have a need for goods all the time. I will tell you, and the ladies will attest, that paper towels, number one need. We're always in need of paper towels because we're always cleaning up those little babies.
Right.
And so we have a list of needs that's on our website, as well as feel free to just call in and ask us, and we will gladly tell you. So you can donate funds, you can donate goods, you can donate your time. People that want to help these moms are ready for the help. They want the ear, they want the shoulder, they want the person to talk to and support them. So even if you just want to contribute that way, or if you want to work with the children, we have to go through all of the proper clearances. But once we get to that point, we welcome you in because these parents and children need to be around the best in the community. So we welcome that in our doors. And then the overall best way to support Mom's House is tell people about Mom's House.
Like we're doing now. Yeah, tell more people about it. I know you've got a final thought for me about Mom's House, don't
Mom's House
you?
is amazing. Like it's, like I said before, it's a hidden gem, and it's so appreciated by our parents and by our staff. And I feel like if you can get to Mom's House, that's where you need to be. Like it's where you need to be to be successful for yourself, to be for your child. I love Mom's House. I want to go back to school so I can be at Mom's House. But yeah, it's where you should be, and it does so much. I feel like sometimes we're underappreciated of what we do, but I feel like it's amazing, and I love what I do. I love being a part of Mom's House.
Well,
Wouldn't imagine being anywhere else.
Well, I think everybody's glad that you are there. You found it, and they found you. And you are a nonprofit, right?
Yes.
A 501c3?
Absolutely.
Okay, so tax-deductible donations too.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for the amazing difference you're making in the community and the amazing difference you're making for generations.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
This is great, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today too. I'm Diane Dayton with Behind the Lines, reminding you to look behind the lines. You might be surprised what you find.